There's other news to react to in baseball on this Monday, and there's been a changing of the guard in Denver. Jeff Birdich, after 7 seasons as general manager with the Rockies, 14 years altogether in the organization, is stepping down from his post. The Rockies will conduct a search. They'll place an interim GM in that chair for the remainder of 2021 and roll up their sleeves looking for a new big toe. Here are some of the notable free agent deals consummated in the Birdich era. Ian Desmond signed a $70 million deal. They tried to shore up the bullpen. Daniel Murphy was brought on in a 2-year contract, was only healthy for one of them. This is just a snapshot. This is not the reason in and of itself why Jeff Birdich is no longer the GM in Denver. It's a part of what happened under his tenure there. John, your thoughts on the announcement today?
Yeah, I think, look, you hate to see anybody lose their job. And I think, listen, the Nolan Arenado, that situation there, I think you just sort of waited that something like this might happen. They had to get off. They got off to a bad start. And again, we've looked at, as a GM, you are judged on your wins and losses, and you're judged on the moves that you make. Be as an organization, you sign guys or your trades. They let LeMahieu go and sign Murphy. That didn't wash out real well when LeMahieu's gone on to be a great player. The bullpen moves that they made didn't make a dent there. But I think the bigger question, I mean, this has happened. The bigger question is going to be, as an organization, where are they going? Because ultimately, ownership is going to have to give direction. Are we going to retool and rebuild, or are we going to keep chasing it? Because they've got some decisions to make. Trevor Story being one. Jonathan Gray is a guy that will be desirable going forward. He's starting to get a little closer. So the next guy that comes in is going to need an organizational philosophy as to what it is they're going to do. And they need to get somebody in place, because I think there's going to have to be some moves that are going to be made this year.
Matt, if we could bring that board back up and you look at those free agents that they signed, and we all thought a couple of years ago that they were ahead of the curve and they were going to figure it out from the bullpen. That was one of the issues. Their starting pitching wasn't very strong and very dependable, but if you look at the back end of that bullpen, Wade Davis was throwing the ball so well, so was Shaw, Jake McGee, and you look at those three, and it looked like that the Rockies cornered the reliever market, John. Like, they went out and they brought these pieces in, veteran guys, one lefty, 2 righties that were established guys that were 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys, some of them interchangeable parts. And very rarely do you see 3 guys that struggled at the same time, 3 really good pitchers, John, that all struggled at the same time, and it made it look terrible.
Yeah, and again, it's hard to bank on bullpen. I mean, if you look up at bullpens now, they come from everywhere. I mean, they do. They're just, you get young guys, you get guys that had bad years that bounce back, you get guys that were hurt. It's very tough to put all your eggs into that basket. And, again, Ian Desmond, it was a hard fit. I think it was hard for a lot of people to see the fit. Where is that one going to work out? And, again, I still think with all of this, yes, time for a change. But the go forward is the real key for this organization, because they're kind of right in the middle right now as to what it is they're going to do.